Hello again. Last time we talked about 3D solids and we introduced all the different names of them. For this lesson, we're going to talk about parts of a solid, and we're going to start by using our pyramid. Remember, pyramid comes to us from the Greek pyramis, and so we're going to be looking at the pyramid here. The parts that we're going to look at, I'm going to get some tickets or labels up here. We are going to look at the different parts. And in the last video, I used the names of the parts, but we didn't label them, so this time we will. Abby, do you remember what I called the bottom face of a solid?
Base.
The base? The base is the bottom. It's what it's sitting on, or if we were looking at a prism with a top, the base, and it would have the lower base, and the top could also be considered a base. But the base is the part that it sits on. This is the base. Okay, so there's our base. And then these sides have a special name. Selena, do you remember what I was calling the sides?
A face.
A face. This, because it's a square-based pyramid, this one has a face and a second face, whoa, and a third face and a fourth face, and actually the bottom is also a face, but the base, the face on the bottom has the special name of base. So this one has 5 faces and one of them is special and we call it the base. Now, I have a couple other parts that are a little hard to see. The part that you're going to see that goes along this edge from the top point, from this vertice at the top down to the bottom, that is called the slant height. I'll turn it this way so you can see what I'm doing. From the top vertice all the way to the bottom is called the slant height. And it's the slant height because it's on a slant. It's not on a straight surface. The slant height. So the slant height is the height that's measured along the edge at a slant. I realized that I kind of skipped around in our vocabulary, so let's talk about this up here. This is a vertex. Vertex comes to us from the Latin vertare, meaning to turn. So a vertex is a point where more than one face meet. So there's a vertex here, and here, and here, and here, and here. This has 5 vertices. Vertice is the plural for vertex. So those are the vertexes, vertare. All right, now the place where 2 faces meet, this part right here has a name. We call this the edge. The edge. An edge is the place where 2 faces meet. So this right here is an edge, and this right here is an edge, and this right here is an edge, and here. This one has many edges. This pyramid has many edges. So the edges are where 2 faces meet into an edge, and a vertice is where more than 2 faces meet in a point. Okay, I skipped ahead and went to slant height before I told you about vertex and edge. I'm not sure why I did that, but remember the slant height is the height from the vertice or vertex at the top down to the edge at the bottom. That is not the true height of this though. The true height of this is measured from the vertex at the top straight down through the center of the bottom. So we can't really visualize it on this solid one, and I didn't bring home a plumb bob or a string from school, but if you could imagine if there was a string attached here and it was going down through the hollow center and it came out through the middle of the bottom, that is the height of this pyramid. So the height goes from the center of the vertex down through the middle of the solid to the table. The slant height goes from the vertex to the edge on the outside. The height goes from the vertex straight down through the center to the table. Okay. All right, so we have some different parts to this pyramid. We have the faces. The faces are all of the flat surfaces, including the bottom. The bottom has a special name. It's a face, but we call that face the
Base.
the base. The base. I'll show you face. Remember face, F-A-C-E. When 3 or more faces come together, they come together into the vertex. This one has 5 vertices. That's the plural of vertex right here. Where 2 faces come together, what do we call that?
Edge.
We call that the edge. Where 2 faces come together, that makes an edge. This is an edge right here, an edge, and these are edges around the bottom. And then we have 2 different ways of measuring the height. Which one of you would like to describe the height, the actual true height? We're looking at the true height. Selena?
The line that's drawn from the top vertex down through the middle of the base.
Yep. So the line straight from the top vertex, straight down all the way to the table on the inside where we can't see it. It would come out right here. That is the height. And Abby, can you describe the slant height for us?
The slant height is the height of a face. Like that.
The slant height is the height of a face from the vertex down to the lower edge. All right, those are the parts to a 3D solid. They look different on different ones, but same idea. So if you're looking at the cube has, what is this part that I'm pointing to?
Base.
What is this?
The base.
What's this?
The edge.
What is this?
The vertex.
Okay. Does this have a slant height?
No.
No, but this one we can measure the height really easily. The height is from here straight down. Okay. How about the cone? What is this?
The base.
A face? What is this?
The base.
What is this?
Vertex. What is it?
It is the vertex, yeah.
Yeah.
And then does this have a slant height?
Yeah. Yes.
Can you point to it, Selena? There's the slant height. And does it have a height, a regular height? Yeah, straight from the vertex down, straight through the center of the cone. What is this?
A side face.
A face. What is this?
Base.
What is this?
Side.
Edge. An edge. What is this?
Vertex.
Vertex. What is this?
Face.
What is this?
Face.
What is this?
Edge.
What is this?
Vertex.
Okay, so you can see that it works with all of our different solids. So my challenge to you is for your follow-up to look around in your environment and find some. You can sketch them. If they're small enough, you can trace them and label the parts. You could also maybe think about writing a poem or something that talks about the different parts. I know that's kind of fun to do sometimes, maybe an acrostic poem of the parts. And just show me what you've been learning about the parts of a solid. Again, the parts are face, base, edge, vertex, slant height, height. Okay, I look forward to seeing your follow-up on this. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.